Put this in your notes. We have to stop avoiding short-term external conflict because it will only create long-term internal conflict. That's heavy. What do you mean, Pastor Mike, stop avoiding short-term internal conflict? Meaning, when you refuse to deal with what's happening around you, you eventually have to live with what it does inside of you. When you refuse to deal with what's happening around you, the environment you're in, the people you're dealing with, the problems you keep avoiding, you have to eventually live with what it does inside of you. Sometimes the conversation you keep avoiding becomes the anxiety you keep carrying. Sometimes the boundary you refuse to set becomes the bitterness you keep feeling. Sometimes the correction you won't give a person becomes the dysfunction you may have to manage. What I'm about to say is very heavy. I need you to catch this. Theologically, peace is not the absence of confrontation. Peace is the presence of order. I'm gonna say that again. Theologically, peace is not the absence of confrontation. Peace is the presence of order. You keep thinking you keeping the peace by not speaking up, when you don't realize you're not keeping the peace. What you're doing is causing long-term internal conflict in you. You being quiet ain't fixing the problem. You being quiet is slowly killing you. Michael, can I put the text on it? Theologically, Jesus is known as the Prince, but he flipped tables. He's the Prince of Peace, but he confronted the Pharisees. He's the Prince of Peace, but he corrected his disciples. He's the Prince of Peace, but he checked people in love and truth. Because sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is not stay silent. It's to speak truth in love. That's why it's important to remember that what we see as adversity, God sees as opportunity. I hope I'm not boring you. What we see as adversity, God sees as opportunity. You see the adversity of the Red Sea. God said the adversity of the Red Sea birthed a deliverer. The adversity of Jericho's wall birthed a leader. The adversity of Goliath birthed a king. The adversity of the cross birthed a savior. What you see as adversity, God sees as opportunity. So now the question becomes, am I missing opportunities because I keep avoiding adversity? Well, I would, but I don't want nobody not to like me. They're gonna have to not like me this year. I can't keep avoiding opportunity for the sake of adversity. I need you to catch this now, because in our text, Jesus looks at his disciples and he tells them, take heart. Please put this in your notes, it's gonna bless your life. Take heart is an idiom which means to become confident or courageous during a difficult situation. Jesus looks at his disciples and something about their persona said they were scared. He looks at them and says, yo, take heart. Or in other words, 21st century, man up. I know it's difficult, but we ain't backing down. Where's your courage? So if Jesus is telling them to take heart, that's proof that they must have lost heart. So in other words, what have you been through that took your confidence, took your courage? Maybe you're experiencing some things in life that are making you tired, weary, discouraged, or feeling like giving up. I come today to announce, take heart. Look at John 16:33, it's gonna bless your life. John 16:33 is on the screen. He said, I have told you these things so that in me, preach Mike McClure, you may have peace. In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart. Mama, they missed it. They too young to catch that. Look at it again. In your notes, I want you to put, there are two ends. There are two places you have to live if you're going to be successful. I'm going to show you. Verse 33. I have told you these things so that in me, I need you to put that in your notes. Jesus says, in me, you will have peace. Why do you need me? Because you're in me, but you live in this world. And because you live in this world, you're going to have trouble. In this world, you're going to have haters. In this world, you're going to have sickness, cancer, diabetes, a mean boss, disrespectful children, a mean spouse, bad family. Problems are going to be here. You can't tithe your way out of problems. God can't be bribed. You can't pray your way out of problems. God is telling you in your life, you're going to have to deal with something. But here's what I need you to do. in me, you're gonna have peace. Y'all missed what I just said right there. I'm gonna see if you catch this. I'm gonna read it. You tell me where you should shout, okay? I've told you these things so that in me, you like that part? You may have peace. But in this world, you will have trouble. But take heart. I have. You missed your shout. I got any English teachers in here? Where are my English teachers? Any English teachers? That's why they ain't shout. They don't know proper English. He says, in me, you may have peace. In this world, you will, future tense. You will, future tense. You will, future tense, have trouble. But don't trip. I have, past tense. You missed your shout. You gon' have problems, future tense. Okay, you don't get it. You will in the future, but I have in the past. Meaning whatever you go through in July, I've already worked out on the cross. So when you going through your trouble, stop going through your trouble like you don't know what you're gonna do. Grandmama chapter 1 verse 3, while you trying to figure it out. God has already worked it out. I'm not preaching to everybody. Only 3 of y'all who going through some stuff right now who can just shout, he's already worked it out. So what do I have to do? Take heart. And it's not easy. It's not easy. Take heart. You don't think I worry because I'm a pastor? I find myself worrying. I got a son now on a college campus, probably an hour and a half away from me now. I walk the floor sometimes. I'm like, God, cover his room, cover his life, do X, Y, Z. And you know what the Lord said? Take heart. I was at the college before he got to the college. Take heart. You don't think I got bills and pressure and stuff I got to get done? You don't think I have moments when I look in the mirror and don't feel worthy? I'm one of the most insecure people you'll ever meet at the core. Sometimes I wake up and be like, God, you think they're going to come today? People be looking at me like, man, you know people come to church. But in my heart, this still don't seem real sometimes. And I be sitting back like, God, I just don't want to blow it. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to be another person who let people down. And God says, take heart. You so busy looking at the problem that you ain't looked at your king. And what you need to look at is you just fix your hope on me and let me, because in me, you're going to have peace. In the world, you're going to have problems. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Okay. Can you stand up for me, Karan? Stand up for me, Karan. All right, Karan, if you don't mind, I just want to give you some problems. If you don't mind, can you come here for a second? I just want to give you some problems. Are you ready? I just want to give you some problems, Karan. Come on, take these problems, Karan. I need you to take these problems. The problem is you're going through all this in the world. The problem is you should have been in me. And what God is saying is when you get in me, it is now, can you come in for a second, Chris, you don't mind? Because I'm in God. God says put me between you and it. So now when life happens, you may catch some of it, but you don't catch all you could have caught. I'm gonna see if I can catch 5 of y'all, because no weapon. I'm in the wrong church. Formed against me shall be able to prosper. And I don't know who I'm preaching to in this room, in overflow and online, but your season of staying up all night, stressing over how you gonna fix it. You were never supposed to fix it in the first place. Grandmama said, turn it over to Jesus. I dare you to touch 5 people and tell them I'm giving it to God today. And I'm gonna watch God work. No. Don't preach. Look at this. I got 7 minutes. Somebody shout, take heart. Jesus is showing us that when it comes to your heart, your courage, you either take it or lose it. Can I ask you a question? Where have you allowed adversity to take your heart? That's rich. Where? Where's your heart location? There are a few things to watch out for that can take your heart. I want to give you one of them. I'm going to send you home. Number 1, you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Number 1, dealing with people's opinion. Jesus. Dealing with people's opinion. Is it comfortable in here for y'all? Y'all told me 2 Sundays ago you were cold, so I kind of moved the air up a little bit. Are you a little warm today? You have to pick. It's either freezing cold or hot. We don't have middle. Take heart. No, so hear me when I say this, okay? Hear me when I say this. Dealing with people's opinion. Listen to me very clearly. I'm gonna say this slow. Do not have the mindset that everything critical is an attack. There are 2 types of criticism. Please put this in your phone. Constructive and condemning. Constructive criticism, 6 minutes, and condemning. One of the quickest ways to lose heart is to mishandle people's opinion. When you are becoming the authentic you, everybody will have something to say about it. Some people will criticize you because they are assigned to help you grow. But there are some people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Maturity is knowing the difference. Constructive criticism corrects without crushing you, while condemning criticism attacks you without helping you. So constructive criticism corrects me without crushing me. Condemning criticism attacks without helping you. See, constructive criticism says this can be better. Condemning says you're not good enough. Theologically, I want to read a scripture to you probably haven't read. Theologically, the book of Proverbs says, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but deceitful are the kisses of an enemy. Look what Proverbs says. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, deceitful are the kisses of an enemy. What does that mean, Pastor Mike? A real friend may tell you something that hurts your feelings, but heals your life. An enemy may flatter you just to keep you comfortable, blind, or stuck. With that said, I'd rather have a real friend who's willing to hurt me to heal me, rather than an enemy who's gonna keep me comfortable and stuck. Proverbs says, a real friend may help you, but they may hurt you. I need somebody gonna tell me what I need to hear. I need somebody who, I don't need the season, I've wasted too much time playing. The season of my life where people are making me feel good, that's over. No, if I call you and say I'm going somewhere, I need you to be honest with me. And I tell you what, go over their house. When they break your heart, don't call me. Because we went through this 6 months ago, we went through this a year ago. So I tell you what, if you want to be stupid, go be stupid on your own time. Don't call me no more because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing you cry. I'm tired of seeing you hurt. I'm tired of seeing you in pain. So this is what we're going to do. If you're going to go back over there, this time I ain't going to be here. I'm going to teach you how to leave somebody. See, that's why I can't talk to you so negative. I'm not negative, I'm positive. Problem is you're so toxic, you think... The problem is you're so toxic that anything that is not what you don't want to hear, anything that is not what you want to hear, you presume is negative. My church, y'all like feel good preaching. This gonna be your year. Get ready, Overflow got your name on it. It's gonna be a scholarship waiting on you. I like his church. He make me feel like it's No, but what if you came to church and I told you what you needed to hear? No, you're gonna be in the same situation you in this year, next year. You have prayed, you come to church once every 2 months. You don't tithe, you mean, you got a nasty personality. You don't pray, you ain't godly. You live how you wanna live and think God gonna fix it. So I tell you what, I'm gonna save the sermon I'm preaching and preach it this Sunday next year because you're gonna be right back where you at. I won't have no members then. I won't have no members then, will I? Because now, I just wanna go where I'm being fed. Because everybody want dessert, everybody don't want vegetables. I want to be better. I want to be better. If something in my life is broken, tell me. People always ask me, how are you doing all the stuff you're doing so fast? Your church grew so fast, your music career took off so fast, because I sit at the feet of people who did it. If he can tell me in 20 minutes what it took him 20 years to learn, he gives me speed. So now I can succeed quicker without making his mistakes. So I sit at the feet of people and I listen, I take notes, I apply it to my life. When I'm wrong, if somebody tell me it's wrong, I stop. I am not sensitive. Put this in your notes. You cannot be so insecure that correction feels like rejection, or so open that condemnation gets access to your soul. correct me. That's been one of the biggest fights I've been dealing with my boys over the last year and a half, 2 years. They're older now. They're 16, 17, 18, 17, 18, 19 or whatever. And so now I'm having to realize that as much as I want to help them and as much as I want to guide them, at a certain point, my constructive feels condemning. So now I'm just learning to take a step back and listen more and apologize more. I'm having to learn to be humble enough to be corrected, but healed enough not to be controlled. Did you catch that? That's so rich, man. I want you to catch this. Practically, Pastor Mike, how do I respond to criticism? I'm gonna give you a couple things and we're gonna go home right here. Listen to this. Is the person trying to build me or break me? Discern the intent of a person. Are they trying to build me or break me? Now, they want the best for me, Pastor Mike, so you might want to kind of listen. Number two, is there truth in this even though their tone is wrong? You want to know the biggest thing most people hide behind? It's how they said it to me, but is there truth in it? Number three, is this correction about my growth or their grievance? Number four may be tough. Do they have fruit in the area they're trying to correct me in? I want to give you this. I've learned this in my 40s. You ready for this? Living fruit or dead fruit. You missed what I just said. Living fruit or dead fruit. Pastor Mike, what you mean? I hope you catch this. I had somebody tell me the other day, well, they can't tell you nothing. They blew all their money. They actually can tell me a lot. You see what I just said? So the fruit may be dead, but they can also tell me how not to end up in that situation. Becoming the authentic you requires a strong filter. Pastor Mike, why are you teaching on this? Because I believe God's going to do a lot in your life. And who's in your ear is going to determine how long it lasts. You do not ignore or absorb every opinion. What do you want me to do? I ain't saying ignore every opinion. I'm not saying take in every opinion. What am I saying, Pastor Mike? Discern every opinion. Discern it. The goal is not to become criticism proof. It's to become criticism wise. Did you catch that? I want to be so better. I want to be so better. When I tell you I want to be the best in the world, I want to be the best in the world in every area of my life. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm in the only profession to where me saying I want to be the best, people will say that ain't godly. You want to be the best person that you do. LeBron want to be the best basketball player, although he's not. Other people want to be other things. I want to be the best. I want to be the best. I want to be the best. I want in every area of my life, when people describe me, man, he was the best. Man, he might have been the best dad I ever had in my life. He might have been the best pastor in the world. Man, he may have been the best gospel artist on the face of the earth. Man, he may have been the best husband in the world. Man, he may have been the best friend in the world. Man, he may have been the best boss I ever had in my life. I want to be the best in every area. And you want to know what that requires? Risking being hurt. Hearing people tell me where I failed and not being so sensitive that I go on the attack. But having discernment is, okay, I see, I don't agree with some of that, but the fact that you hurt tells me something happened. So even if I don't agree with what we agree that what happened, I agree with the fact that I want to be a part of making you whole. Did you catch that? This is important. Why, PMJ? I want you to catch this. Proverbs 29:25. The fear of human opinion disables, but God protects you from that. Some of you are getting ready to walk into a season where you're going to have to step on toes. How long are you going to dim your light so people can feel comfortable? I'm talking heavy whether you receive it. You'll be surprised how people have pecking orders in their mind. And they create these worlds where y'all, no, God said, I'm going to elevate you. But here's the problem. You can't be afraid of what people are going to think when I have a call on your life. So Proverbs 29:25 is on the screen. It says, the fear of human opinion disables. I'm gonna teach you how to remember this. The fear of human opinion disables where God is able. You missed what I just said. God is able, but if you're worried about them, it disables. I need you to catch this now. Look at Galatians 1 and 10. This is my last note of the day. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be Christ's servant. I had a friend tell me the other day, he said, man, I want my church to be like your church. I was like, what you mean? Impact? Members? He was like, no, man. He said, my kids be having so much stuff to do. He said, but you know how church folk is. I be having to send my wife and I can't miss church. You know, they won't come back. I said, I feel sorry for you. I said, I'm never putting my church for my kids ever in life. I don't care if I miss 1,000 Sundays. I'd rather be present in their life. Would you rather me be present to preach or actually be what I'm preaching? Which one? Would you rather I stand here and perform about a Bible I don't live? Or be like, you want to know I like him? I had a dad tell me the other day, Pastor Mike, I took off. I went to miss my son's baseball game. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I was watching you. It made me realize like I'm only doing enough. That's the fruit. But I want to free you. I want to give you real. It's terrifying. That's what you'll never hear a preacher say. You don't know how many times I'm texting Tip and them on the phone. How's church going? Are people there? Anybody say anything? Did they walk out? People be sending me TikToks. Reaching out. Boom. They put their clothes back on, get back in the bed. I heard y'all got a whole little thing y'all do now where y'all text somebody who go to the early service. Was he at 8 o'clock? And I'm so grateful I got a brother just who's so gifted and anointed, man. I'm just so proud of him. But can I be honest with you? It was terrifying. When I first said, I'm gonna go with the boys. I'm not gonna be there. Whew. Oh, he got another camp. I'm gonna have to miss 2 Sundays. The devil was in my ear. You know they're not gonna be there when you get back. You know, did all this hard work. You know what I told the devil? Get behind me. I want the youth in my church to be like, that's the type of daddy I'm gonna be. I want men in my church to say, no, we bringing fathers back, bro. I want my boy, I want the greatest testimony in my life to not be it was 12,000 people at Arena. I want them boys to look up and say, I can't honestly remember time he wasn't there. You hear what I'm saying? Put Galatians 1 and 10 on the screen. Are you trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Some of you have strong relationships. The problem is you told too many people too much stuff, so it's hard for you to be happy because you're worried about what they're going to think about you being happy. Let it go. Walk in your happiness. Walk in your peace. Well, Pastor Mike, I want to start this business, but I failed before. I don't want people. Forget if they got something to say. God is not giving me the spirit of fear, but of love, power. Father, in the name of Jesus, I speak by faith. You will do what only God can do. God, I free us from the weight and the psychological chains of people's opinion. Afraid to be different, afraid to be ourselves. God, in this spiritual prison, this physical, emotional prison, God, you getting ready to do something crazy in our life. Doors are going to be opening that we didn't even knock on, God. Blessings are about to chase us down. More wisdom, more knowledge, more discernment, more favor, more grace, more peace, better health, strong families, great careers, creativity. You're getting ready to do it. The difference in this season will be, I'm going to be ready for it. That the seasons where we wasted are over. We're getting ready to maximize everything you put in our hands. It's in Jesus' name. And everybody say it. Clap your hands, stand to your feet. Let's go home, man.